Hey guys, I'm comedian King Kedar. You might know me from Funny People with Adam Sandler, Marmaduke with Owen Wilson, and my newest movie, Teeth and Blood with Glenn Plummer, in theaters now.
You know, I had them little 22-year-old tatas, had that little arch in the back, like yourself, man. No offense, my nigga. She was sexy and she wanted to be. And you know, back in college, I went to Howard University, so it's predominantly black school. So you know, black folk, we made nicknames about people, you dig that? So they started calling her Little Arm, you dig? She had a little arm connected to her arm right here with her whole arm. Oh, hell, man. Why y'all loving that lady like that? No, it's a little teeny arm right there. And she smells so good when they be like, hey, what's up, little arm? And she be like, hey. So I thought it was sexy. You know, my boys was like, you know how guys talk. They were like, yo, King, you holler at little arm? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, nigga, oh, you gonna have to hold that little arm? Man, grown man, you understand me? Everybody got problems, man. Everybody got problems, you know? So I seen her in the morning, everybody, you got your boys there. She go, man, King, go holler at it. And I was like, I got this. I got to go holler at it. Go ahead, go holler at it. Just relax. I got this. So I walked up to her. As soon as I got to her, I called her out and turned around. Like, I can't do it today. She was like, hang it down. Excuse me, man, what did you just say? Hang it down. We started talking right to the there. I swear to God, we was in the game. 2 weeks in, she was calling my house, man. Nobody called my phone like that. Telephone ring. Hello? King Long? What's up, little arm? What's going on with you, girl? What you say, girl? You coming on my mic? What you say, girl? You coming on my mic? I heard you the first time. I just want to hear your voice. You want me to break your back? I can do that, boo-boo. I can do that. Come on, hold on. I need you to do something for me, too. I want you to go in the bedroom, put on that little purple lingerie with your arms be dangling about that boom, jump in my car. I didn't like doing that. Got to the crib, ran up to the door. Dang about the dope bill, you know, so I walked up to the dope bill. Smokey can't get the door pissed. I hit her with that finger game. Pick her up real quick, close the door, start walking her back to the bedroom. That's how I was walking, y'all. Make her feel It's a long, long way too, y'all. Got her back to the bedroom, laid her on the bed. Y'all got that little neck area up in here, y'all like to be kissed. I started kissing her and she started going on. You want to catch a boo-boo? So you call out her name, you call her bitch. Oh yeah, that was that. You call her slut, you slut. Oh my God, that was slut. So I kept thinking you retarded motherfucker. That's what I told her. By the way, dig what I'm saying? And you had parked in a handicapped spot and the police came, you did just what I did. You jumped out that car and you bounced. My game so good, my kid right behind me. That and my daughter. But the baby boy, DeAndre, he the word, man!
This comedian King Kedar, this dedicated to all.
Yo, what it do? What it do? What it do? We in the building. It's your man King Kedar. We're officially back. Saturday is the network comedy radio show with your host King Kedar. You understand me? We in the building. We gonna have fun. I hope y'all enjoying yourself out there in La La Land, wherever you are in the country. I'm in Hollywood. You understand me? Where the sun is all shiny. You know, y'all probably killing yourself somewhere out there. Ain't got the sun we got. You know, cause I'm sexy over here. You know, I was gonna be wearing my woman beater, cause you know I did the Chocolate City joint. So I've been trying to show that body. You know, so I can go get some yaka. You understand me? I got my partner in crime, Tony Roney, the Rainbow Reporter. He's still on vacation, y'all. He getting it in, him and his boyfriend. He love that. Tony getting him some yaka.
Oh, man.
It is what it is, you know. This is 2015. But I got a special guest co-host with me today. You know, good friend of mine. Watched this brother come up and do his thing. Super duper proud of him. Yo, we got Mr. London Brown in the building.
Hey, man, how's it going, brother?
What's going on, Lundell? What it do? What it do?
Man, just staying focused, man, and I'm glad to be here, man. This is I'm used to doing Nika Simone show on Thursdays, so it's cool to actually be a part of this, man. And it just worked. It's just timing, man. So it's good to be down here. It's timing.
Oh, so tell us what's good, man. We know you got the new Ballers thing going out with the Rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson in there. What's going on with that, man? When is that dropping?
That drops 21st of June, and but I'm actually gonna make a post about this. The show drops on 21st of June. I'm not on the actual first episode because that was the pilot that they did last year in January. But I'll be picking up. I start on the second episode, which is the 28th, which is that following Sunday, and you know, doing that and staying in the clubs, man. That's it, man. Trying to stay focused.
How long you been doing comedy, Lundell?
Ooh, it's been, I think maybe this year makes maybe 5.5.
Has it been five?
Maybe 5.5 years. Maybe.
Did you start back in the days and work it out back in the day?
That was one of those rooms. Work it out.
Yeah, work it out Mondays.
Work it out Mondays at
Boulevard in Hollywood.
Yeah, the Gardenia Lounge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That show at La Brea and Santa Monica. We was up over there, I think, every Monday.
Yeah, we had a lot of cats that came through there that turned up, and the main objective of that room was, back in the day, I myself, I thought a lot of people used to try, they honestly did. They used to try to stop my shine when I was coming up, you know, because of how I was, how I looked, and a lot of people always thought I got everything, and I did, you know. But you can hate if you want. It was everything that I've ever gotten was because of God, you know.
Yeah.
I myself really never had an agent, never had a management. All the movies that I done, from Funny People to Teeth and Blood to Marmaduke, I was always in the right place at the right time. So when you shining like that, people try to slow you down because they don't know how you're doing.
Absolutely.
So I told myself, if I get to a point where I get me a little piece of name, which I did, I would push those others, you know, to help them get where they need to be. And that's where that came from. But you was one of the shining stars back then. I always thought you was a super duper special, different type of guy, just because of your spirit and the way that you rolled, you know. And used to kill me sometimes because you used to think too hard.
Yeah, I know, man. I still have a problem with that. There's a couple times working on Ballers where the director would say, man, a few people would say, man, you're so serious. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm necessarily trying to be serious. I just be in my head trying to figure out the whatever it is, whether that was jokes. Because the cool thing about that room, which I need to, you know, I've been wanting to say thank. I mean, I've said thank you before to you, but in general, like, people were. I remember you used to ask comments, say, "Yo, how do you create a joke?"
All many formulas that you ask.
People, a lot of cats didn't tell me, you know, what the formula was, because even if you and I both decide we want to make a cake, you make a chocolate cake, I make a carrot cake, even though they're two different flavors. There's still some basic ingredients.
Well,
to
everybody
cake.
got their special recipe, but there's always a base of the recipe, and that's what Work It Out was for. That's why. How many minutes did we have to do at Work It Out?
I think we did like 5 minutes.
5 minutes is the formula. That was the objective of the room. So if you, in my opinion, if you stack, because I've been doing this over 20 years, so when I built my comedy, a lot of people thought I would freestyle because of the way I come. But my freestyle come from building in brackets of 5. So how many jokes can you spit out in 5 minutes is the objective.
And not till you just said it right now that that it made sense why it was 5 minutes. I didn't even, I was like, okay, I guess, because
y'all was
so
doing it back then, but you didn't know what you was doing.
That's why, even not to cut you off, I wish there was more rooms like that, but that had that kind of intimacy and family kind of thing. Because, I mean, there's open mics in LA, there's several open mics, but the comics are just, nobody's listening, but that was a room. It was just what it was called, which
but
was
it
Work It
was
Out.
family. We had everybody from Faison Love. We had Marlon Wayans. We had Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's wife came through. That was funny.
There's a lot of different people in there.
Tony Baker. Who we had? Skills Hudson.
DC Clayton.
DC Curvin.
James Davis.
Clayton Thomas.
And a lot of those cats are working now too.
Oh
actually,
yeah,
man.
most of them are working.
Yeah, most of them are working.
And the objective back then was to give you a platform. My blessing, and a lot of people don't know this, was a lot of people that came from, I call it my litter, because that's how I was grown, back in the old school. So my litter was the ones that I helped build from that room. Like I say, back then, a lot of people couldn't see what the objective was, but it kind of came to pass. So if I could have at least 5 people from Work It Out be successful actors or comedians in this day, because it was about 5 years ago, which is way more than that. A lot of people that went to Work It Out is doing pretty damn good for themselves. Yourself, Clay Thomas, Sydney, he's
Doughboy.
coming up. Doughboy, Doughboy. I like Doughboy. He trying to lose weight right now.
Yeah, I was like, man, if he lose, that's that's a new material.
Who was the little unattractive guy that be hanging with Doughboy all the time? Teddy who? Teddy Ray with your little unattractive self. Mm-hmm.
Nigga great.
I like that because they got that little fat package going on. You're on the YouTube.
Yeah, they killing it. They
making
moves.
Hot though.
Yeah, they doing that. And all them digital, they be making their moves, man.
So what you got planned for the future though, London? You know what I'm saying? Right now we got a special super duper show today. Actually, we have scheduled Ernest Thomas from What's Happening. He also in the new movie.
That's a good brother.
Chocolate City. Y'all might remember him from What's Happening and What's Happening Now. And actually, he had a problem with his mom, so he may be doing a call in. We were supposed to have him physically in the studio today, and I got a call from his publicist saying that he may be delayed. So we're gonna keep it moving. We still gonna show some footage on him, and I may have him come back in here next week. But I honestly want to say that it's incredible to be here. We're working out now. The objective for Work It Out, the reason I build Work It Out is kind of a branch off of the network is a branch off of the workout, because the workout turned into a network of people. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I took the network, which I have a super duper big network, just so far as I've been in the business for 22 years. So all the comedians, the actors, from the people that build and design, producers, directors, I know a lot of them. So I took all my network and I started putting it together and building a network on my own. So if people catch on to what I'm saying, if you take the network that you have over the years, you can build a big network of people that can help everybody keep it working. Like I say, I never had management. I've always just been a businessman my whole life, and I took my business and turned it into comedy, took the comedy and turned it back into business. So therefore, that's how I became King Kedar. Then I started building my brand. But we got one of the players in the building. Like I say, we got London Brown in the building, and we're going to talk about some more interesting things with him that I want to get into so far as what's next, London? What's next? Well, how do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, hopefully, the show does well. But by that time, man, I'm sure there's.
What you mean? Hopefully,
it
will is Dwayne the Rock. So you can pass that. So what's next after that?
Or
HBO,
I should say,
man. Come on now.
I should say that what I anticipate, I'm excited because people have been asking me if I'm excited about the show premiering. But really, I'm more excited about the things that are to come from doing this project. The outside projects, that the looks that it'll give me, so that I can be put in positions to continue to grow. As
you
an
way too humble. You irritate me right now.
No, man, that's the truth, man.
No, I get what you're saying, and that's a blissful thing. You know, like I always say to London, a lot of people always think that London is my son because he look a lot like me. You know, he's blessed with the look of attractivity, like myself. You understand me? But kill yourself if you think you're cuter than me. Real talk, London. But you got to look at it like this. It's, in my opinion, I love your spirit and I love your humbleness, but I think it's time for you to interject and bring the beast out. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I say that, hold on now, you cut me off, punk. Now look at I want you to start turning up in this game, and I've been wanting, it's just me and London and the producer in the building. I'm saying this on my show, and we gonna look at this 5 years from now and see if he took the advice that big brother King Kedar gave him. Now, in my opinion, in the level that he's in, and I'm about to test him, just so y'all, a lot of y'all probably just see this brother on my show, and we getting pretty good hits on the show, and you really don't know who he is because he's a brand new face. But this brother that's sitting in this studio is super duper incredible. For one, he does multiple characters, which is crazy to me. And then he does something just like Jamie Foxx. He can do it just like Jamie Foxx, and I don't think that's kicking in his head where he's about to go to and embark on. I think you have a super duper journey that you're about to go on, brother. So we're going to test your skill. Give me a little bit of, just so y'all know, the little viewers out there, how sweet this boy is. You need some water? Because he used to carry like the dudes down south to be with the Muslims. They carried a big gallon of water.
I still got my water.
And every time he would change his voice, he would take a shot of the water, like the H2O would help his throat to mix and match. But this brother do all kinds of different voices. Give me John Witherspoon, son.
John Witherspoon. I don't know when you see John Witherspoon. Do I do John?
Bang, bang. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
I haven't done
yes, you do. I've heard you do it.
You know what? I'm giving me some water. I'm about to get into. Okay, I can do this, man.
I think you can do it. You without your water, stop being shy.
I don't know if I done John Witherspoon. I don't know if I did John Witherspoon.
Bang, bang, bang. I'm testing your skill.
No. You know who does an incredible job?
I'm not worried about nobody else but you. See, that's what you don't
Trey
get.
Williamson.
Don't be saying nobody else's name.
Williamson.
This is about London Brown.
I don't think he's not in my register. I've never done.
You done it.
Okay,
I'll
back it up with
spot.
This is what I do. I think that I only do a few characters, but I think the ones I do, people enjoy. They're pretty accurate, so people think I have like a plethora. But I have a small few. I probably do more unfamous.
You
people
actually
than famous
did.
Maybe you thinking of Paul or Derek.
Derek Ellis. You did Derek Ellis. Once you did Derek Ellis, I knew you could do just about anybody's voice. I think you just haven't dug deep enough.
Probably that's it. I just.
What's your top three besides this?
There's Paul Mooney.
Okay, give me a little bit of Paul Mooney. Let's test that there.
This is the problem, okay? Niggas are slow, okay? It's the truth. I can't make this up. Niggas are afraid, they believe, sisters, they believe they're white. You ever forget you're a nigga, go for a swim.
It's like, I like that. But I'm a fan of Paul anyway.
Who's your second one? Give me another one.
One of my second ones would be, I haven't done, let me see. I told her, I was down here with Nika, and she had her shirt open, and I wanted some milk.
That's Derek Ellis, y'all.
Yeah, I've done Derek Ellis a minute, man. This is Derek Ellis. There's let me see who else is there. I was working on somebody recently.
Where do you get your inspiration to do these voices?
I didn't think my voices were anything special because everyone in my house does impersonations of. We would do that all the time with people from the church and just people from TV, and so basically I didn't know that it was special until I started doing stand-up, and because basically how it would happen is I would do like a Denzel story. I'd say like, man, yo, did you see? I was like, yo, did you see Denzel's, let's just say Train Nation, since everyone knows that. Man, when Denzel did the scene, when he was in the car with Hoyt, man, Denzel was just like, okay, listen, okay.
it's not what you know is what you can it's not what you know is what you can prove. Okay, take the money, barbecue. And I don't listen. You're a real leader, okay? And I didn't know, because I was just sharing the story about the movies or sharing the stories about the episodes that I would see, but I didn't think it was anything special. Cause like I said, my mother, my brothers do them. Is, you know, my brother does a mean, Kanye, and they all do them. So not until stand, I was like, oh, okay.
So it's in the gene. That's what you're saying. Everybody in your fam, they always do them.
Yeah, the household that we do them, but
y'all play with.
Yeah, it was just really just a house thing. It was just a fun thing. And I remember when in high school I did, my voice was a lot more higher. I can't even do it now. But in high school, I used to have a pitch perfect Chris Tucker voice that I used to do all the stuff from Friday.
Give me some Chris Tucker.
And Money Talks. I could do the voice. Okay, I could do the Chris voice, but the Chris voice I do is not the TV one. This is the one he does when we just would be like in the airport. It was, his whole thing was London, stay focused, keep God first, and don't be out there hanging out with all the girls, and stay, you want to make sure you stay focused.
That's what he told you in real life?
That's real life. Now that's that.
But
because
you was on tour with him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We toured, and that's the thing. I think what people who do voices understand this, but there's the personal voice that people have, and then there's the animated voice. Like Wayne's voice.
Sean.
Wayne does a voice.
Tony's picture.
Wayne has a voice. I remember seeing him in an interview. I think it may have been with CNN, and his off-camera voice was more like young money Weezy up, baby. I do what I want to do, and I say what I want to say. Now that's
now. Do you have to do the faces along with the voice? Because that's what I kind of just see right there. Yeah,
I gotta kind of do that because the way you move is a little bit. I gotta kind of do it that way in order to get the notes out. Big Sean, oh God, boy, tattoo, swerve. Like he got little. It was a little. I mean, and that ain't really what I do, but sometimes.
Well, check it out. We you are fantastic, London. I must say, I enjoy every voice that you do. But we got Mr. Tony Roney, Tony Davis, the Rainbow Reporter, just called in. He called to be on the show. Can we bring in Tony Roney?
Hey, what's up? How
what's
y'all
up,
doing?
Tony?
Hey, brother.
What's going on? I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know I'm missing y'all doing my little vacation thing. Who we got for the guest today, Mr. Kedar?
Man, right now we got London Brown. Ernest Thomas, publicist, he just called in and told me that he had a problem with his mom. He may have to do a call.
Yeah, his mom is up, yeah.
Yeah, so our blessings go out to him and his mother and his family. But we love you. But we still going to show some footage on him, and we may have him next week. But what's going on, Tony? Where you at now? I see you done went to Hawaii. How was the Hawaii trip?
Hawaii was wonderful, and I bought you a lei back. I want to give you a lei when I get there next week.
What is a lei?
Like
you'll see when I give it to you next week when we get there. It's a lei. They're really popular in Hawaii. You never had a lei before?
I got laid before, but I don't know what a lei is. What's up, Tanya?
No, a lei is the thing they put around your neck, those wonderful things. But I have a manly one for you, so don't worry about it. It's made out of seashells and etc.
Hold on, Tony. I just was Tanya. Tanya, just text me back. We're going to do a little footage on him, but maybe we can get him in here next week if he's free.
London, how you doing? How's it going?
Man, everything is everything, man. I'm usually down here on Thursdays for the Nika Simone show. Oh, I'm sorry, okay. on Fridays, and so King and I, we go back from when I first started stand up. So he had me come down, sit in on the show, man. It's
He's
good,
taking
man.
your spot, Tony. How you love that?
Is he sitting in my chair?
Yeah, he's sitting in
your chair. It's Tony's chair.
Get your ass up.
My bad, T. My bad, Tony.
Tony Davis. But listen, Hawaii is wonderful. I'm currently right now in San Francisco. I apologize to all the viewers because I'm doing my little 2-week vacation to celebrate my birthday. I will be back next week. I do want to give you guys some updates on the things that I'm doing. I'm doing a comedy showcase / open mic at Theater on Pico Boulevard, right across the street from Roscoe Chicken and Waffles and Comedy Union.
What date is that going on?
It'll be June the 9th and June the 16th. It is hosted by Brian Hooks.
Okay.
You may know Brian Hooks from Three Strikes and Eve and a multitude of other things that he's
That's one
done.
of my good friends right there. That's my dog.
He's a good friend of mine. He's a wonderful human being. It's co-hosted by Melanie Camacho and Alicia Cooper. The two of them were recently on Last Comic Standing. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. I guess now you got to tune in and watch them. Anyway, and they'll be hosted by them.
That show, Tony Davis?
What?
Is King on that show, man?
King is on the second show.
How about that? How about that?
All right, because I want to bring it home. And we all know you're good in bringing it home.
Oh, man.
It's executive produced by me. Shout out to Busby Promotions, Cynthia Busby, who also helped me, and Jeff of Theater. So I just want the fans to know that. I appreciate all the likes on Facebook that we get, and I'll see you guys soon.
How about that? So tell me this. What was the, you said you went to Hawaii, correct?
I went to Hawaii for a week. That was the first part of my travel.
And how was Hawaii? What did you do?
It was beautiful. I'm going to tell you all about it when I get back, but I was in Maui, and I went to the active volcano like I told the listeners I was going to do. I went in the submarine like I said I was. It was beautiful.
So you took your black ass in a moving volcano.
Hey, you laughing back there, London. I will body slam you when I get back in town.
I was coughing, Tony.
Anyway, yes, I did take my black ass into an active volcano in a helicopter.
Oh, yeah,
and I thank God for that. Not only did I come out alive, but I didn't come back blacker than I was when I went in there.
Come on, somebody.
Oh, man. That's
how life is short. You got to enjoy yourself.
That's
you
the
got to
real
enjoy
deal.
yourself.
Yeah, because Tony has been a good friend of mine for almost about 20 years. I've been knowing Tony since he was a baby boy. Before
when I actually had a waistline.
Well, I don't know all about that. Keep that one to yourself. But Tony always been a good guy. He's a helper. He likes to look out for a lot of people, and a lot of his family members have passed away a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So
like 8 in the last year.
8 in the last year, and that's
8 major people in my life.
God, you never know. You never know when your day is coming. So just like he said, you got to get out there. Everybody got to live. Don't just live from week to week. Live day to day and do the best you can each and every day so you can be the best that you can be. And we proud of you, Tony. Keep on doing what you do.
Hallelujah.
You know, Tony always blessing people, helping out people, and I hope God keeps you around for a while, you know, so you can do your just due, because all of us is here for a reason. But we love you, big brother. And
hold on. I'm going to do your own promotion. King has a show, the Comedy Union, this coming Friday.
Yes,
y'all better come to it.
And Mr. London Brown is on that show as well with Mr. Roger Raj, Ocean. Eric Blake is going to be off the chain, Kate Quigley, and hosted by King Kedar from Chocolate
That's
City.
right, and a surprise guest. I'm not supposed to tell y'all who it is, so I'm not going to tell you that Brian Hook's going to be a surprise guest and be there.
How about that?
Please, I'm not even going to mention his name.
You love that. Hey, but check it out. We got to go to break. Hey, Tony, stay blessed. This is the network, King Kedar. Tony,
be well.
Tony Davis, the Rainbow Reporter, and we be back shortly. I holler.
They've always lived among us, hiding in the shadows. They now walk freely among us, living seemingly normal lives, normal except for one thing: the thirst for human blood.
There's been a homicide at City Studios. And I'm gonna need thought for you to go undercover on this one.
Word on the set is everyone hated Elizabeth Thornbridge. About 10 different people that would have gladly paid to see her dead.
Starlet is dead, and you and that Tyrese character were the last ones to see her, so I want some answers. What the hell is going on?
Now, we have several models. This one right over here, top of the line, made of mahogany, has silk lining, over Goose Down Betty and a nightlight.
Mama, what about the blue one?
Oh, now the blue one is nice.
Oh, I don't like it.
She don't like that one.
It's a car for not an Oldsmobile. I like that one.
Good taste.
Maxine, that costs a lot of money.
Now we got payment plans.
Well, can we put it in my father-in-law's name?
Well, no. Brother Minister, I have to level with you. They gave me a mission, but I couldn't do it. I love y'all.
What kind of mission?
To wire your car so it would explode when you turn the ignition. And action.
All right, now.
Bradford.
Yeah.
What is this?
Bo's English test.
Well, there's a mistake.
Well, yeah, there are lots of mistakes. That's why there's an F on it.
You know, if Bo doesn't pass, he can't play the big game Friday. Either you make this right, or you'll be spending the summer teaching drivers ed. Honk, honk.
Hey, Miss Elmer.
Hey.
Who died?
Oh, Mr. Abernathy got decapitated by a flying hubcap. Tragic, tragic.
Is that his wife?
Yeah. You don't know nobody, huh? Nobody wants your ass. You ain't got a friend, you ain't got a fucking relative, you ain't got a next door neighbor. God damn, I could punch your ass. I'll bust you in your mouth right now. Huh? What? Please. Well, I'm going to bed.
Oh, so what time you gonna be turning off the lights?
Oh, I don't care. You can stay up all night if you want. And there's some videos over there you're welcome to watch. I got Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Dead Zone, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, Death in Venice, Death Wish, Love and Death, Murder by Death, and Also Shiki, a.k.a. Death Japanese style.
Cool. Thanks.
And we back, y'all. It's the network. The Network Comedy Show. I'm your host, King Kedar. If y'all wasn't here before, that was Ernest Thomas from the new movie Chocolate City. You may remember him from What's Happening and What's Happening Now back in the day. Hey. You know, with Shirley Hempstead and all the old crew. Actually, that show, What's Happening Now, it was What's Happening Then What's Happening Now was the show that put Martin Lawrence out in the game. So a lot of people don't know that. That was like the first time that we seen Martin Lawrence on TV. And actually, I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying that they didn't want to put Martin on that show because they was cool with the cast that they have. But, you know, who would have ever thought that Martin did get his chance, and look where he is now. So you never know where your blessing gonna come. And we also have we got London Brown is in the building.
Hey,
he's
man.
gonna be on the Network Comedy Show next Friday on June 5th. So y'all come on out, reserve your tickets now. Call 323-934-9300 for RSVP, and you will be on the list to get in the show. It's going to be off the chain. We also have Roger Raj, Eric Blake, Ocean, and Miss Kate Quickly. But I got another special guest in the building. You may have seen this brother back in the day. Old school rapper with a new school feel. Back in the building. You seen him on Star Trek. You seen him in the new movie Chocolate City as well. He's also in that new movie with myself, Teeth and Blood, a good friend of mine, Mr. Hype Man himself, acting up. Money One, Mr. Darren Miller in the building. What's going on, Sundown?
Oh, man, what's up?
What's going on? D Mills is in the building. We turned up last night, had a good time. What's going on with you, big dog?
Oh, man, I can't call it. Enjoying this Cali weather, enjoying this California coast, you know.
Oh, man. Well, one thing I can say about D Mills and take out my sucker. I found this sucker in my pocket. I should be going to hell for putting it in my mouth, but it was in my pocket, and I love flavor. So I ate it. But one thing that I can say about D Mills, you know, I call him Acting Up. That's his little nickname, trade name. We all know. If everybody know Acting Up, you'll find out why we call him Acting Up, because he fit the name, hands down. He's the fighter, the lover, the player, all that. But back in the day when me and Act, but about 10, 12 years I've been knowing Act now. And one of his dreams was when I used to go over his crib, he always had like Star Trek memorabilia sitting around the house with the stars, with the clothes, all this. And I was like, dude, you stretching. And he kept on saying, watch, one day I'm gonna be a Trekkie. I'm gonna be in Star Trek. And lo and behold, this brother was in Star Trek. How you love that? Tell us how that came to pass, D.
Oh man, I did a commercial. Alltel Wireless. I was TK. TK gonna hurt somebody. I had made up a character for Alltel Wireless, and we shot like 3 commercials. And the casting agent seen me in the commercial and said, "Oh, that's a big dude. We need a big dude on the bridge." So they called me in. They were like, "Hey, Darren Miller," called my agent, and they called me, come down. They said, "Oh, we just want to, have a look at you for a military part." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." They was like, "Yeah." So when I came, they were like, "Oh, yeah, you look good. You're gonna fit. You're gonna fit." They had some people in the back room. I didn't never see the people in the back room who probably was looking at me on camera. So I was like, "Okay." They was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be on the bridge." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to be in the military on the bridge. I guess I'm going to die or I'm going to have a shootout." Because, my parts are kind of small in movies. I don't...
Do we have any footage of that, do you have your reel somewhere that we could check it out?
Yeah, I do. It's on, it would be Darren Miller acting reel or on YouTube.
Well, we're going to check that out because I want to see it. Once I want y'all to see it because it was funny to me because I just happened to go and see the movie. And I'm a big Trekkie. You a Trekkie, London?
No, I don't know nothing about the
You don't know nothing about Star Trek?
No, not like that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Nah.
You got to have imagination for that kind of stuff.
Nah, but that's probably not his era because we're a little older than him.
Nah, listen, man. J.J. Abrams did his damn thing.
No, but they got the old, the new. They got new generation Star Trek. They got the old.
Yeah.
Where what's his name? Nimoy, Spock.
Like I remember catching it with Whoopi and LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of
Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah, that was
whatever that
which
is.
one each one is.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even know.
But I
know.
didn't like the one when Hawk played. Remember Hawk had his?
Oh yeah, that
Which one was that?
That was
You know Hawk from the old series. He played Hawk with that.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one. Actually, I haven't seen him since then.
Yeah, it was he was on a station. I forgot the name. Damn, that's so messed up because I used to watch that one.
Yeah, that was.
But they don't even show the reruns of that
They
one,
don't
so it's
even
not
put
in
him
my
out there.
head.
I guess he messed up.
It's not in my head. It's not in my head. But yeah, they called me and put me in the unit. They fitted me. They measured me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play military." Then they called me back like 2 months later and was like, "We want to make sure this uniform fits you." When they put the uniform on me, I must have fainted. I looked in the mirror and seen that emblem on my chest. I was like, after I pulled the shirt, they pulled the shirt on me. I'm like, "What kind of uniform is this?" Then the lady walked in and put that emblem on my chest. She said, "Yep, you look good." And I was like, "Oh, shoot." And she was like, "You're going to be on the Star Trek Enterprise." And they let me have it. And I fainted in the dressing room. They had to go get water, buckets of water, some smelling salt, all that. It was like, wake them.
You was that into that character.
Man,
you finally, all them dreams. So
Come
you
on,
put enough
son.
stuff. I'm about to start putting pictures of a
and
lot
it's
of
funny
money
because he used to tell me, "Take that off your wall." I used to have a picture of
I did. I used to tell him all the time.
Take
It was
that.
cool. I like Trekkie too. I've been a Trekkie since I was little, but he was going too far. You understand me? All right, we ready to go to some footage on this guy? All right, just give it a minute. But D Mills has been doing this thing for a while. Also, we in the new movie Teeth and Blood, and I got to give a shout out to Al Franklin, producer director of the movie.
Oh yes.
Actually, Al go back with Steve Pina. We go all the way back since I moved here, and I remember when I first met them. That's if anybody remember how I used to walk back in the day. It was always me and the twins, Marla and Michelle. They're singers, and once I came in their office, and they came. I think they came to a show. I met them through Darren, and they came and checked out my show, and it was a wrap ever since then. They told me they vowed. We broke a bottle of champagne, and they told me they was like, "We got you. We got you. We're gonna help you push your career. You're something different.
Yeah,
You're
they've been
something
holding
special."
us down.
And ever since then, break after break after break was consistently because of them, because of not just them opening the door. It was because I truly believe every person that comes up needs, like the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appear. Most definitely, that was one of my teachers.
You know what? Can I chime in?
You can.
Hey,
It's about us.
Hey, I truly believe, like, Al is Black Hollywood. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, like, there's a lot of people talk about Black Hollywood, but I don't see it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? I moved here from Boston, New York, whatever. I came here, and Al and Steve held me down. Whatever project I had, and they jump in it, put it together musically, because, you know, I'm one of Edo G and the Bulldogs. So...
What was one of the songs? He might not know who the hell that is.
We did I Gotta Have It, Be a Father to Your Child.
Yeah.
Oh, Bugaboo. You're a Bugaboo.
I'm
bugging who?
I remember all three of them joints.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Bugaboo and Destiny's Child redid it. Look, that's my claim to fame. Destiny's Child.
You had a poster up in New York that I seen years ago.
Yeah, that was a Gatorade.
Remember the Jumpman?
Yeah, I do remember the Jumpman.
He had his own Jumpman before Jordan.
Okay, then getting real out in these streets.
It was right in New York, a huge joint with him, and he was sweet with it before he got old. You know? So are we ready for some footage with this guy? Let's check out some footage on Mr. D Mills in the building.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, here's the deal. Last year, TK wanted the trade. I made that happen. This very morning, TK said he wanted his own bobblehead. Boom. Surely we can change his wireless plan without extending his contract?
No. With Alltel, TK can change his plan whenever he wants, without extending his contract. Everybody can.
TK's gonna hurt somebody.
Wanda, paramedics, and sparkling water, please.
What you want from me, man? I ain't do nothing. Shut up, nigga, before I take you in for nothing. Now listen, I need some answers, and I know you got them. About that hit that took place up in Sunset Plaza. There were several other hits, all drug-related. Connection is, you use the same guns in all the cases. I told you I don't know nothing. Damn, man, they go on my head. I swear I've been clean since I got out of the fence. Oh, yeah? Now tell that shit to somebody else. What? Give me a...
Queen.
Oh, Dr. Brockton, I didn't see you.
Looking all cute.
Oh.
Brothers.
Let me tell you how it's going down. It's on now.
Gentlemen.
Long time no see. It's good to see you. Hey, you know, whatever you need us to do, just tell us when and where, baby.
You're like a brother. Familia. I appreciate that, man. Here's what I need y'all to do.
Ah, shit! I'm gonna kill you!
Y'all give it up for D Mills in the building, Putting hands on people. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Absolutely, brother.
Absolutely. That's kind of hot, though, man. I see you doing your thing, big fella.
Yeah.
So tell me, man, you was in A Day of the Life. That was Sticky Fingers. That's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
Tell me, that whole movie, if most people didn't see that one, I really enjoyed that movie when I seen it because who was the cast in there? Because the whole movie was about people rapping through the whole movie, right?
Yeah, it was Omar Epps, Mekhi Phifer, Michael Rappaport, Ira Turner, Clarence Williams III. Oh man, Ray J, Little Zane. Oh man, what's my man's name? From Dog Pound.
Corrupt Daz. Yeah.
Corrupt. No, Corrupt.
Yeah,
That's right. It was Corrupt. Oh man, everybody was in that. You know.
And what was the storyline in there? I remember Sticky
Faison Love is in there.
Faison is in there getting his rap on. Yeah.
Bokeem Woodbine.
There's some hitters in there.
Well, hold on. Michael Washington. Mike Washington's up in there. Fredro Starr. It was a lot of people.
That's
it was the whole
Sticky Finger with the one with the deeper voice, right? The raspy. Yeah, that was.
Can you do that one, London?
Maybe if you pull him up for a second, if you pull up the. I don't know. I gotta hear him, but I know it's. I know it's there. It's not too far.
Yeah,
man, there's some hitters in that project.
You know,
man.
that project was supposed to be the block, but like everybody rapped the whole thing. Even if they murdered you, be like, see, dog, I shot you, and I told you I spot you. Yo, you got that money, and yo, I got you. The whole thing,
like a musical, like
a musical.
That's
dope. A rap
Yo,
musical.
that's dope.
He's running. Hit him. I got him. Keep moving. I'm gonna get him. It was ill. The whole movie. And Sticky wrote the whole movie. Everybody's rhymes.
Wow.
Except mine. I'm a rapper. Look. Except mine.
You actually, you were the snitch.
He
in the
wrote
movie.
mine. He wrote mine, and then I reworded. I switched it around. Look, I took it.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. I gotta write something. No, I'm a real rapper.
How's it feel being in the movie and you're from New York? You was the snitch of the movie, if I remember correctly.
Oh man. I was definitely the snitch in the movie.
Yeah, but you got that check now. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was a snitch. I was a snitch, and everybody see me, they be like, "Oh, the snitch." You know what I'm saying? The president of Lionsgate comes out, and he said, "Oh, the snitch." And everybody looked at me. You know, everybody in the hallway looked at me like, "The snitch?" And I'm like, "Oh man." I mean, and then my boy that was with me said, "No, you can't call him a snitch. That's not good in the urban."
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He was like, "Yeah, that's Darren L. Miller."
So tell us, what's the background on D. Miller? What's the background? How did you start? Because I know you started off as a basketball player, correct?
No, I started off as a rapper, and then when that slowed up, I ended up getting into UMass. I ended up playing basketball, UMass Boston, you know. And from there, you know, everybody had those hoop dreams. They want to be pro. So, you know, I used to hang out with Dave Wesley. You know, I used to Rick Fox, you know, Walt McCarty, all those dudes were like real ball players was my dudes because they were like, "Oh, you nice." You know.
How tall are you, 5'6"?
How
tall are you, Dad?
I'm 6'4", 6'5".
No, I'm 6'4". You taller than me. You got to be 6'5".
I'm 6'5". But yeah, you know, I just didn't have that You know, you nowadays you see dudes is like 6'10", like Lamar Odom can dribble. Like he'll break your ankles.
Yeah, the tall cats got handles.
Came out when Chris Paul first came, you know, Chris Paul got in the league and ran up on Lamar Odom like, "Oh, this tall dude with the ball, I'm gonna strip him." Lamar Odom almost broke his ankles when playing for the Lakers.
So you saying he was the courier back then?
Yeah, listen, I'm just saying you gotta. Back then, I didn't have dribbles like that. I got dribbles like that now. The older I got, the iller my dribbles.
It don't matter if you ain't in the game.
Yeah, you ain't in the game.
Good at the YMCA.
So I was a good slasher. I was a good slasher, but that's
body slamming London on kids.
But you know, but with basketball, it's like that sometimes. Like that's why the older cats who used to hoop are great coaches because they understand the game now. The skill is different just as they gotten older.
Well, what I can say is basketball got me into acting.
Dope.
I ended up doing Celtic Pride. Damon Wayans picked me. He was like, "I like you. You're funny." And he put me in Celtic Pride. And from Celtic Pride, I did a bunch of commercials, Very Fine, Gatorade, Sprite, Miller Lite with Larry Bird. I had a lot of commercials. And then Spike Lee hit me up and was like, "I want you to be in He Got Game." So I was in He Got Game, and I played me and Ray Allen. I was Ray Allen's double, and I played in the basketball scenes with him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, those dudes were serious at that time. Like, it was for real. Those were the days, like, we was for real ball players. Like, nobody wanted to lose.
So tell us this. What can we look forward to seeing you in the future? I know you got Chocolate City. What was your part in Chocolate City? Everybody talking about Chocolate City, the stripper movie. Was you stripping?
I wish I was stripping.
Oh, man.
Nah. But I'm the security.
Oh, man.
I play the
security. That's a paycheck.
I play the security. I hold the women were out of control. I was really doing security. Like the women were out of control. Like They wasn't having it. They was trying to rip Tyson and anybody else off that stage. I had to be like, yo, we're doing a movie here.
Even though it was a movie, they honestly, London, they was honestly still acting
entertained.
Like it was like it was real life, but they was filmed.
Yeah, it was like it was a real strip club.
Yeah. And then I stepped in the scene, you know, and everybody started coming, you know. No. I was just playing. I was a bishop that be at the strip club.
He had a lot of nannies wet, a lot of panannies wet.
Hey y'all, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Ernest Thomas. Like I say again, he was supposed to be in the building today, but bless him, his mother has technical difficulties and whatnots, and she's not feeling good. So I guess he's with Mama. Everybody gonna be with Mama when she go down.
That's a good brother, man. Yeah, shout out to Ernest. We did this sketch. I wrote this Malcolm X sketch, and basically I played.
He was in Malcolm X.
Yeah, he was. That's why it made it cool. I was part of this writing team called I can't even think of the writing team. It was me, Tahir, a few of us that was on that. And anyway, we got him to be a part of this Malcolm X sketch I wrote. And the sketch I think is called Chickens Come Home to Roost. And it basically is me, Ernest is standing next to me, just like we did it, just like verbatim, as Spike did it with X. And Ernest Dickinson plays like my right hand guy, and I'm talking to him. I'm in the press conference. The chickens have come home to roost, and I like dog meat.
Denzel.
I played Denzel in the thing, and he played Ernest. So, we just flipped the whole thing we made it just about regular chicken as opposed to no political reviews. Louisiana chicken seems to be making the best chicken. The chickens have come home. Boom, have come home to roost.
Yeah, boom.
I say boom because you like that one time.
Yeah, I love that.
Boom.
I love when he do that too.
Boom, it's mine. It's not what you know.
Now, everybody can't do that, but Ernest got a new movie that's coming out, and it's one of those sci-fi movies. It's Colossal. We gonna go to that footage real quick so y'all can check it out. I like movies like this. Y'all remember that Sharknado? It's something like that versus Johnny Sacco and Ultraman. But we gonna play that. Sean, give him a little footage on Ernest. We gonna give him love since he couldn't be here today.
Admiral? No, that's gotta be a malfunction.
No.
This megalodon is moving at a much faster speed than any we've ever encountered before.
Every time you attack the shark, it simply reacts in self-defense.
If you're interested, just step inside.
The shark is part of the ecosystem. It keeps coming back because the Earth needs it to.
The UN directive is clear. Total extinction of the species.
Power to maximum, weapons online.
Colossus.
Soviet project from the Cold War. More powerful than anything the world has ever seen.
It will lay waste to every major city unless we find the men who built it.
Death, destroyer of worlds.
Prepare Trident missile.
Leave the megalodon away. You just stop that nuke.
Man, I wish I would see a shark that damn big. I mean, man, what would you do if you seen a shark like that? I don't think you really could do anything.
And then you can really do. I mean, that's why I don't mess with the water like that. I don't even do that.
I don't either, man. Me and Darren, we was out at Venice Beach one day. Cool story. We was out in Venice Beach. We see a white guy in Speedos with his little, he had all his little gear on. Supposed to be the ultimate swimmer, right? So we black guys. I was one of back in the day when I came up, I was one of the only black swimmers at my high school. And that was kind of unheard of. And actually it was me and my cousin. So I was a diver, so I always thought I was sweet with the game of water. So D said he was the same way. So we out there checking out the honeys. We see this white guy trying to, you know how they do that little run on the beach, and he dove in the water. He was sweet with it. So we followed him out there like, you can't get with us. So like fools, we followed him out in the water trying to race this man. He don't even know we doing this first off. He minding his own business, having a good day, probably doing his laps in his rich house on Venice, and came back. But what we didn't know is that he went underneath the water and started going back while we trying to catch up. Man, we went so far out in the water, it was incredible.
Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go?
Excuse me. We went so far, you know, like the current.
We passed the
current. What? Like we was here, and the current pulled us all the way over here, mind you, like a mile out or more. So we both looked at each other and was like, dude, do you see how far we out? So we was like, let's get it. We said, can you get back? Because you know the current, the further you go out, the current will pull you out further.
Yeah.
So we had to fight the current. Man, we was swimming like gods, man.
Yeah.
We got back. We thought we was going to die. You ever ran so hard that you feel blood in you?
Yeah, you feel the burning in your chest.
Yeah, man.
That's a burnout.
We kissed the sand, man. We just kept on looking, giving each other dap, man. And he gonna say, was you gonna help me? I ain't helping you. I can help myself.
I said, I was looking at you like, how I'm gonna swim and carry this mofo too? How am I gonna swim and carry him too? That's
we got a caller coming in. I believe it's a special. I think we talked him up, and he is on the phone. What's going on? We got Steve Pino on the phone. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, King, Darren, I was just calling in. I heard all you talking about the Chocolate City and this, that, and the other, and I'm trying to see when we're going to get a script or a movie with you guys headlining it. King Kedar, Darren Miller. We need a Three Amigos, the three of you guys there, or the Starsky and Hutch, or some script. We got to get you guys headlining the movie. Come on, King, Darren, what are we going to do? What are we going to do to get a headline movie with you two guys starring in it?
Well, we got something in there.
Three Amigos. What's up?
We got something in the mix right now that we're working on, and you know how Hollywood is. You have to have your own money, so I have been putting up a little something for a rainy day. You know how it is, Steve. We talked about it. But we're going to put something together, me and acting up, and we might just have to throw one of my favorite people in the world. He didn't even know it, Mr. London Breezal in the building. Yeah, we got to put London in that joke. Maybe he can be a different character. He come back as different. He be, what's them people that think they different people all the time?
Schizo.
Exactly. You be the schizo.
Schizo.
Did I say my own punchline?
Schizo. That'll be your name in the movie. Hey, yo, Schizo, what up, son?
But what's going on, Steve, with you? You got the big event going down in San Diego. Tell us what's going on with that.
Yeah, we're getting ready. We're doing the Urban Network Conference. We're doing the big showcase and the after party down there. We got Ray J, we got Michelet, we got Adina Howard, we got Angie Fisher. We got a lineup coming down, so it's going to be nice. Down San Diego at the Crown Plaza Hotel on Saturday, June 6th. Next Saturday coming up, so it's going to be a wild party. All the music execs, labels, radio, they're all going to be there. About 1,000 people. All the big names from Radio One, iHeartRadio, and all the record labels. So we're going to be doing it up. Hopefully y'all can make it down.
Well, you know I'm supposed to be a part of that. You know I'll be down there, man. I'm come on down there in San Diego. I love San Diego. They always got something real good going on down there. The jazz festivals, and that's the day before the network comedy show, June 5th. So after that show, we're gonna have to cruise on down there and check it out because everybody gonna be down there. I actually invited Jackie Christie to come. I hope she comes up.
Oh shoot,
that would be good. That would be good. Well, just let me know. We'll get you covered.
Well, Steve, we appreciate you calling in. Did you hear us glorifying you earlier, man?
I missed that part, but I appreciate it. I'm trying to see when we're going to get that movie with you guys headlining. That's what I want.
Yeah. Oh, in all good God's time, everything will show itself.
You know, there's no shortage of money in Hollywood. You just got to have the right vehicle.
Keep hope alive.
Oh, man, but I think your boy London right here, he's good at that little thievery. You know, we might have him rob a couple banks or whatnot.
Come on, somebody. That's in the past. That was my past day.
Now, that ain't how you...
Yeah, Steve, we was telling him about back in the day. We had talked about back in the day how you helped assisted us when we first came to Hollywood. And we really appreciate you.
Yes,
and thank you for everything that you ever done for us. I truly appreciate you and my family. You've always been a big brother to me. And I respect everything that you do and everything you stand for because you are a man of your word. We really respect you. Ack, what you got to say?
I got to say, yo, Omni Entertainment.
Sugar Jones.
True Black Hollywood. Hold It Down. Hell Brothers Down. Always keep it in the mix. Even when what did I do? Hydraulics with Michael T. Washington and Glenn Plummer. When I first came here, they took me and threw me in that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a dope movie about the hot rods. Oh man, the cars. Steve, Omni Entertainment, Al. Y'all hold me down. Y'all make me believe in Black Hollywood. I'm like, it is a Black Hollywood. There is someone that cares.
Hey, D Mills, how long did it take you to get that voice like that? Because I know that's not you. I know you're from Arkansas, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, stay easy. Thank you for calling in. We really appreciate it. Oh, for sure. And everybody, don't forget, what's the name of what's going on down in San Diego? Tell them one more time, Steve.
It's the Urban Network Conference at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Thursday through Sunday. So y'all make sure y'all jump in your cars.
What's the date on that again?
That is June the 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday, June 6th, Saturday night.
And that sounds like a turn up right there. Yes,
Ray J hosting the Brown Sugar Party.
I bet.
All right. I know how y'all like brown sugar.
Yes, sir. I'll be down there. Yes, sir.
All
right, Steve. That was Steve Pena in the building, just called in. And how we looking on time right now? We good? Okay. We ain't got to take no break or nothing. That's cool. All right, I want to get back in a little bit of London Brown for a minute because what's going on with this Ballers? What's your character in the new? If y'all don't know, we got London Brown in the building. London Brown, comedian, originally from Los Angeles, California. He's been doing comedy for about 5 years. Just landed the bombest HBO series with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the building, and he's one of the characters on there. And I think that's truly blessing that the kid that came up that asked so many dang on questions finally got that true blessing. What's your character on that show?
I play a character named Reggie on this HBO series, and so pretty much what Fat Reggie is.
Why Fat Reggie? You're not fat.
This is how God works. Now I'm gonna go through all of this. So the breakdown is that my best friend, who plays by a cat named Donovan Carter, he makes it to the NFL, and I'm his boy. And because of the loyalty that he has to me being his boy, just like most cats that's in the league, they bring their boy with them. And so I'm the guy that goes with him, and I don't really know numbers like that, but I'm savvy enough, and I work out his contract deals, and I'm fighting to make sure that he don't get hit. But at the same time,
you like that guy on Entourage? That's hot.
Maybe that's I've heard that a couple times. Like ideally, because I didn't get a chance to really watch the show. They probably gonna kill me for that one. But I wouldn't really, honestly, I didn't get a chance to watch the show because I just didn't have cable at the time to catch Entourage. But we work with some of those same producers and writers, and so basically, I'm spending his money though at the same time.
Oh man!
And and it should be pretty dope. Me and Dwayne Johnson's character. We go at it.
You interact a lot with Dwayne?
Yeah, a lot of my scenes are with him because he and I both want my friend, the character Vernon, we both want to look out for him. However, our views on how to look out for him are different. He wants him to save his money and invest, and I'm thinking, we just need to get him more money. Let's ball out. So we have a conflict throughout the season. So.
And how do you feel about landing something like that? Because, there's cats in Hollywood that's been in the game for years, and you step on the scene with your good spirit and your good heart, and you land it. How you feel about that?
I think that a lot of times that Maya has quote, people, roughly, I think it's like, people see the glory, but they don't know the story. So I know that I just got on the comedy scene about 5 or whatever years ago, but I've been in training as far as with theater, early on. Man, I've been doing theater at least since I was like 15. So
you're also a dancer, correct?
I did live as a choreographer and doing some stuff like that. So all of this stuff all comes full circle, man. I was doing a bunch of I've done several plays, church plays, high school plays, tour for free. So everything comes full circle. I told God, man, if He gave me this part, that I would tell everybody how I got it because there was no agent, there was no special, pitch. This was just doing the work and in classes and being focused and God orchestrated it. So I can't even take any credit for it.
Well, the word on the street is that if you shave off that goatee, you be the Black Tatum. How about that?
Nah, man. You know what? I grew my hair out for the project, man, just to get a little different from the other show that I worked on. Shout out to Prentice Penny. We did the Hustle, and that aired that premiered June 13th or 19th, I think, of 2013. And so with that particular show, again, I went out. I had an agent at that time, and they were sending me out on a bunch of projects, and this one was the one that felt like it was right where it needed to be, and I landed that one and was lead on that. And so that was like a prerequisite for Ballers. Like, I learned all the camera stuff during that show on that season, and I think it set me up for this, man. But that show did really well, highest rated show on Fuse, but it didn't get picked up for season 2. But that's because it wasn't supposed to.
London, are you married, man, or what?
No, I'm not married, man. I'm just, I'm just staying focused, man, and about getting this. Shout out to Gilly the Kid. Gilly the Kid out from Philly. He got this song called "Single," and he just basically talks about how he'd rather be chasing his dreams than chasing these chicks out here, and that's kind of really what I'm on.
Yeah, chase that money, not those honeys.
I mean, they're gonna be there.
So did you go in there on an audition and just do the Denzel and bust him up like, you're gonna give me this part?
Boom.
King Kong don't got nothing on me.
On me, okay? One hand wash the other, okay? Mom.
Just give me this part. I worked with Denzel twice.
Oh, really? What project was? Oh, for Sunset. I mean, from
He Got Game. I did Preacher's Wife.
He's a crap. You know what? I went in there, did the audition thing, and then at one point they told me. They say, yo, don't worry about the lines, and they said just do what you do. So in an audition, that's the best thing you want to hear is somebody saying, yo, just be yourself. Mm-hmm. So I was able to work the room, as we say, man, and I just did some Denzel stuff in there. I just off the improv.
But some people can't do that. Well, they freeze the hell up, and they the coldest, thinking they the coldest person, took this class, that class. It takes a person like yourself that just off the cuff, off the stage, to just jump in and have a blessing put in front of them to just jump right into it. So
I mean, that's why I think it's about, sometimes I think people be so big on trying to talk about a bunch of silly stuff, or even more so, they be hating on the next man, what he got going on. And I never feel anything. I repost all my friends who do what they do, or shows and all, because I really feel like what's for you is for you and what's for me is for me. True. And so once people I think understand that, then you don't have to feel no type of way. I'm like, well, I'm glad King got that movie and this thing coming out, because first of all, if I'm friends with him, that means somewhere down the line, mine is on the way, because that's how it works. You hang around
your circle.
It work that way. So
people, that's true.
If you hanging around a bunch of people that's robbing and killing, somebody gonna steal from you. So a lot of my friends around me are doing projects. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by any of this. And with all humility, I'm not surprised, because this is very strategic. Like I'm not just out just going to an open mic to just be doing. No, everything is like, I plan like, I want to go to this open mic, work it out. We used to do on Mondays because I want to get better. And then we'd be around some guys that's been doing it longer. Because I remember, of course, watching, King from BET Comic View, and when I walked into the room that day, I knew the bit off top, because I used to watch and study these tapes religiously. I remember seeing, Kevin's on there, Derek Ellis on there, and so forth. I mean,
is that something you always wanted to be, a comedian, or is it something you fell into?
I think I've always wanted to do it, but wanting to do it is different from deciding to do it. Right. Like I've always felt like making people laugh was just kind of, I mean, granted, I still have a long way to go with understanding it and finding my voice, but growing up, like, funny people didn't just become funny as adults. Like, funny people would be funny at anything they was gonna do. If I wasn't doing stand up, I still would have been funny running Apple. Running Apple.
Yeah.
I would say Burger King, but I think it's bigger than that. So if I was running Mac or something, or whatever I was doing, if I was just a photographer, then that stuff, the wits will still be there. But fear is the thing that's the difference between the Jay-Z's of the world versus the super talented guy that's at the gas station. It's fear, man. People they be afraid to go out and just don't worry about them nose, man. Like,
well, Mr. London, we love your words of wisdom, and I'm honestly gonna steal your Jordan and your shoe collection. London always coming with the most coldest shoes in the game. I don't know where he's getting all this. Maybe that's from that Ballers money from HBO.
Nah.
Every time I see that, would you put that pair of shoe into that camera for me for a minute? Could we see that piece of shoe?
Did it show up? These are just some little...
Just a little something you just playing with. I get it.
You know what? I think you can tell a lot about a person from their shoes, whether that means if it's a chick wearing flats all the time, if it's a brother who likes the strings drag on the ground, if they're clean, if a guy's wearing pointed toe, square, like it's a lot of personality.
That tells a lot about a person by their tennis shoes.
By their shoes. If I seen a brother with some blue shoes on, with blue strings, he might be involved in some interesting activities. Because it's different from just having a blue shoe with some white strings. But if you're going to commit to the color too, oh, man, I'm crossing the street, man. My life is important.
Well, I want to thank both of you individuals for coming through here. We got London Brown in the building. We have Mr. Darren Miller in the building, also known as AKA Acting Up.
What's the deli?
We are here. We want to give love up to Ernest Thomas.
Absolutely.
Yes. Our blessings go out to you and your family and your mother. We hope she has a safe recovery. And don't forget about the comedy show, June the 5th at the Comedy Union.
It's going down.
Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. Showtime is 8 p.m. Tell a friend, be a friend. This has been The Network. I'm your host, King Kedar. Y'all tune back in next week. It's going to be off the chain. We got Kim Coles coming through the building from Living Single.
That's my friend.
I love that. That's my friend, too, with a beautiful self. And a couple more special guests. I'm King Kedar. We gonna leave y'all out on some yaka.
No stomach, but them titties sitting proper. Let me check your temperature. I'm a love doctor. Don't play with it, girl. Give me that yaka. Yaka. Give me that yaka. Don't play with it, girl. Give me that yaka. Yaka. Give me that yaka. Don't play with it, girl. Give me that yaka. Yaka. Give me that yaka. Don't play with it, girl. Give me that yaka. Yaka. Give me that yaka. Don't play with it, girl. Give me that yaka. I rep that chocolate city, the D and Pontiac. Smooth ass player, never spilled my yak. I'm bad to the bone, hardcore like a lobster. I'm the real deal. Your boyfriend's in it.